Roger, je joue au tennis avec two Roger. Are we good? And one more time, coming down 3, 2, 1, 2. All right, here we are again on the red carpet at Tribeca 2025. Now, we came in from Long Island to New York City to talk about Long Island tonight. It's the Sixth Borough. It's an incredible film. Hip-hop might have been born in the Bronx, but it was definitely raised on Long Island. Let's see what the stars have to say. So here we are, it's Tribeca 2025, the Sixth Borough world premiere, and we've got the man himself, Jason Pollard. It's tonight's your party. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling hyped. It's always good when you get your stuff out to the people. Yeah. So I'm really excited to see what the audience thinks about the film and how they react. It's going to be a good time for the hip hop heads, for the people who don't know hip hop so well. This is going to be a party tonight, so it's great.
Now, in your career, you're a great editor. I mean, you've helped tell the stories from ODB and Louis Armstrong and a couple stories from Mr. Spike Lee. Yeah. What drew you to this? What drew you to telling this very important story?
Well, you know, Harlan, I'm a hip hop head, man. Yeah. You know, my era is like late 80s, early to mid 90s, a little bit late 90s, early 2000s. So anything hip hop, I'm just attracted to. I was always talking it, always trying to live it. You know, always listen to all my favorite artists. So when this opportunity came up, similar to ODB, you know, I just jumped at the chance. You know, De La, Rakim, Public Enemy, Chuck. Had to do it. I just had to do it, you know. And it's just a dream come true meeting all these guys, man.
I think we'd be remiss to not mention the last time you were here for Nobody Beats the Biz. Yeah. I think that was one of, you know, Biz Markie, rest in peace. Yes, I think that was one of the greatest stories I've ever watched. You guys did a great job with that.
Thank you. I got to say RIP to Sasha Jenkins as well, the director of that fantastic doc. And it's interesting, working on that documentary and telling Biz's story, you know, we sat there and we said to each other in the editing room or remotely, we said to each other, you know, this Long Island story is really interesting. Yeah. And Biz was the itinerant rapper and he would travel all around Long Island. But all those places he would travel, there was a group of MCs there. Yep. So now with this film, we get to explore those MCs a little bit more.
I love it. Now, a lot of us have a lot of great teachers in our lives. I think you have one very special teacher, and this might be a Tribeca record. I think this might be the first time a father and son are premiering at the same Tribeca Festival. Your dad, Sam Pollard.
Yes.
I Was Born This Way. That's right. His film that premiered at this festival too this year.
That's right.
Give me just one lesson that Dad passed down to you that you hold here in your heart.
I mean, the biggest lesson my dad taught me about just documentary filmmaking is to always respect the process. It's always a process, right? You just, you know, make sure that your storytelling, your structure is clear, right? And the process requires, once you're done with production and post-production as an editor, right? It's constant doing it, do it again until you finally, the structure and the emotion and characters appear. So that's the one I always keeps in my heart.
I love it. Well, Jason, I can't wait to watch the film.
Thank you, man.
What are we doing after? We going for pizza? What are we doing after this?
We're going to drink, we're going to do something. We got a party, man.
Right.
I mean, after the screening though, you know, we got Rakim and De La performing. All right, so that would be fantastic.
All right, Jason Pollard, Tribeca 2025, the Sixth Borough. can't tell the story of Long Island without this guy. We got the king himself, Steve Lobel. How you doing, buddy?
I'm blessed, man. We got Holy here. He's from Cleveland, knows the new artist we're working with. Okay. And I can't wait to see this because they call it the Sixth Borough, Long Island, Strong Island. I can't wait to see this, you know?
Yeah, now I know you've got a lot of friends here tonight.
Tons.
Yeah.
Just riding to Paris from EPMD, Pos from De La Soul. Are you kidding me, man? Like, I'm excited, you know? I've been here last week. I went to see RZA's new movie. I'm going to see Slick Rick's on Friday. So I love the Tribeca Film Festival.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. Talk to me about your times back in the day. Obviously, Steve Lobel is worldwide, but specifically the time period on Long Island, late 80s, early 90s.
I mean, you know, I'm not even talking hip-hop back then. I'm talking about going to Laces, going roller skating, listening to Sugar Hill Gang, and saying I want to get in hip-hop, and then growing up with Run DMC and Jam Master Jay, rest in peace, getting in the music industry, and then meeting Public Enemy, you know, meeting EPMD, you know, meeting like Keith Murray, you know, all these guys from Long Island, K-Solo, so many different artists, you know, and then you're like, wow, you thought, you know, hip-hop was just Queens, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Staten Island, you know? But Long Island's got so many dominant legends and figures from Long Island. It's amazing. But I used to go to all the clubs in the 80s. I thought it was a Guido, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, there was so many clubs back in the days, like, that it was ridiculous. And then obviously when hip-hop came, I started going to the Tunnel, Latin Quarters, so on and so forth. So I've been in the music game 35 years, worked with a lot of rappers, so I've been blessed, and I'm still here to talk about it, right?
Incredible. It's a testament to not only your work, but the kind of person you are. Yeah, good people stick around. You
know, I worked with Scott Storch over 10 years, Bone Thugs and Harmony over 30 years, started with Nipsey Hussle, you know, worked with a lot of people, Fat Joe, a lot of people. And, you know, as a white Jewish kid from Queens, still working with a lot of rappers for a long time is historical. You know what I mean? It's also about integrity and loyalty and principles and morals. So, again, hip-hop helped me. Hip-hop made me see the world 9 times, the whole world. Hip-hop made me feed people, help people, and I love, you know, pushing for the artists and managing artists and signing artists.
You know, speaking of Long Island, there's a part all the way west on Long Island. If you go to the very west end, all the way to Cleveland, Ohio, that we annexed for tonight, and we brought here with the new artist Holy. So we got to say, what's up, Holy? How you feel? How's it feel to be at Tribeca?
Man, it's an amazing experience, man. Shout out Steve for bringing me here, man. Coming from Cleveland, this is big. You know what I'm saying? This is a big experience.
Last night, we were out there with Dave East. We went to the Guardians game. We went to see Jose Trevino from the Cincinnati Reds. So we're just blessed, man. He's a new artist that we're trying to break, and we're going to break. And he's about to go on tour with Sleepy Hollow and Chef G over the summer. So, you know, we're working, man.
All right, one last question. This is the most important question of the night. What's your favorite Italian restaurant on Long Island?
388, without a question. That's one of my favorite restaurants in the country. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, like, I when I'm in California, because I live out there, I only stay home and eat. Yeah. When I come to New York, I'm at 388, I'm at Wohop, I'm at Marbella's, I'm at Amore Pizza, I'm at Lemon Ice King Corona, and I'm at Mr. Softy getting a chocolate milkshake, and Utopia Bagels. Those are my, like, go-tos, you know? But 388, the best Italian restaurant. You already know I'm there twice a week when I'm here. See, my belly's getting bigger. Family style. Shout out Maddie. Shout out Chris. 388 and Chris and Tony's. And they got the special dish, rigatoni with broccoli and sliced sausages.
Absolutely. But I know there's no better meal than those Silver Dollar pancakes Sunday mornings.
My
with
dad,
Pops.
yeah. I'm blessed that my dad's 91. He's still alive. And he makes Silver Dollar pancakes on Sundays. You're invited over. And, yeah, nothing better than those, to be honest with you, especially your dad at 91 cooking for you. You know, over the summer I got sick last year, almost passed away. My dad took care of me, you know?
Yep. That's what they do. Well, I'll bring the mondo bread. Holy, I'll pick you up at the airport. We'll have some Silver Dollars with Pops.
There you go.
It's Harlan, Steve Lobel, and Holy. It's soul free. More, you know, this is like royalty walking down the red carpet today.
Yes.
EPMD, Paris Smith, what's going on, my friend?
Yo, everything is good. Happy to be here today. Yeah. Tribeca for the Sixth Borough, the rollout, Long Island, you know, finally getting this just due. Yep. And with the proper people behind it and with the proper artists in it. So I'm happy to be here and I'm looking forward to the preview.
Love it. You know, before we get into this, I see that beautiful orange NY interlocking on your chest.
Yes.
Man, so what are we doing? Who's coaching our team next year?
Yo, at this point, we don't know, but I hope they keep the nucleus together because, in my opinion, I thought the Knicks could do it this year because we beat ourselves. But I think next year they would have the same shot. But we already lost the coach, so, you know. But hopefully they can hang in there. Hopefully they can hang in there because that's a good team. I seen those guys get busy. First game was ours, but somehow or another they got away from us. But it's interesting to see what next year is going to be about.
It's going to be good. You know, growing up on Long Island, you know, for us, you know, it was a musical, like, it was like I don't want to use the word buffet, but like cornucopia. You know, we had, you know, from the alternative side, we had WLIR, WDRE, hip hop. Yep, WLI, hip hop. What was going on with hip hop between BAU, CW Post, SBU, Hofstra, and even Nassau Community College, Stony Brook.
Right,
you know,
right.
These are all legendary like stations, and there were shows all the time. People handing out flyers.
Right.
You know, for you, what was the spot for you? What was the scene? Like, where were you going to get your fill?
Mine was Stony Brook, and then back out there they had the Chop Shop.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So between Stony Brook and the Chop Shop and the DJs coming in annually and the freestyles where you had to have your rhymes and your bars on point when you came in, that was it for us. And the big leg was college radio, which has been replaced by the internet. Okay, but back there we had to troop the CW Post, you know, Westbury, all of those, like where Chuck D and them started before Public Enemy actually got together. But because we was connected to Stony Brook, rocking the Stony Brook fisherman hats and stuff like that, that's where we caught the connect. And then the underground through the flyers and the promoting right out the trunk, that's where the Cop Shop came in. You know, so boom, and it was very big performance. Sell records, doing in stores, you know, all this stuff has disappeared. But like vinyl, it looks like it's reappearing.
Absolutely. Did you when you were getting some gear, would you go over to like the Roosevelt Raceway Flea Market? Would you, were you a Roosevelt Field guy? What were you doing?
We always talk about this. No, I'm from Brentwood Bay Shore, so we was South Shore Mall. Right, so we stopped there, boom. And before we got signed, the Adidas. We used to go in there, see Run DMC and those big posters and stuff like that with Adidas. That's where the inspiration came from. So for us, it was South Shore Mall. Biz Markie was in there every Saturday. You could go in there and see Biz Markie with the Chuck Jewels on. Inspiration.
You know what I would do for an Orange Julius right now?
Oh my God, yeah, that's real deal. Yep. Definitely, that's real talk.
One of the things that one of the many things I love about you and your group, like, talk to me about how the collaboration between you guys and Hayes came along to do the EPMD logo.
Well, that goes back to Biz Markie. In the beginning, you just have a lot of ideas, a vision, inspiration. But then as you get up in there, the people you work with, like Sleeping Bag Records, Biz Markie, again from Bay Shore, would let us know. In the beginning, it was E, and then I was PMD. So the original spelling was EPEEMD. And then the record label and Biz Markie was like, you know what? You need to condense that, consolidate that, and then they connect us with Eric. And then boom, he came back with one of the top logos in hip hop history. Shout out to Eric Hayes. Yeah.
You know what I love about Hayes, and we had this conversation once on the show. I love street art. I love street artists. We grew up in a time where graffiti was always art for us.
Right.
But if you want a piece of Hayes artwork, you could buy an EPMD T-shirt.
Right.
Where you might not be able to afford the $50,000 piece on the wall.
Right.
But for $20, you can get a piece.
That's correct.
And I think that's beautiful. I think making art attainable for people, which you've done with your music your entire career, is a real gift.
And it's timeless art. Yeah. So it doesn't matter if the T-shirt came from 87, 88, or 2005, as long as you got a part of it.
Absolutely.
It's a good time.
Absolutely. And we got to pay some due. Just give us a little bit. Yeah, give us a little bit. What are you looking forward to tonight?
Hey man, I'm looking forward to a great crowd, you feel me? We got hip hop in the building, what I'm saying? We got the video for the Sixth Borough, you already know what that is, man, Long Island. And it's just dope to see, man, all the legends in the house, man, and people really rocking out and really having the history, man, knowing where it really started from, man. EPMD, Rakim, what I'm saying? Method Man to an extent, what I'm saying? Like, everybody's out there moving and grooving, man. And we doing it big, man. So I'm hyped, man. You're going to see a show tonight, man. We putting on a show, man. So I'm hyped.
All looking forward to the Sixth Borough world premiere. I mean, we should actually go to a diner after this. We shouldn't go to a fancy after party or something.
The biggest thing I'm telling you, man, one of the reasons why I'm happy for this documentary is because, Long Island always had to work so hard.
Yeah.
Strong Island, like Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, the Bronx. So we was never really given our just due. So we always had to work that much harder, which made our music that much classical and greater. But now we get to see the film, and then now, boom, finally, Sixth Borough.
Tribeca, we're inside tonight.
Strong
It's
Island, boy.
That's right. Tribeca 2025. All right, so we had to drive in all the way from Long Island tonight for this. I think we could have done it out in Amityville.
We could have.
We could have done it at home.
But, you know, we got Tribeca, though.
Yeah, that's right. We're at Tribeca 2025.
We're being recognized by Tribeca.
Right, that's right. Long Island is taking it over.
State. You got to get on the Southern State to come into the city, you know, hang out with Tribeca.
That's right. We're here with Pos and Mace from De La Soul. Guys, it is such a pleasure to have you guys with us tonight.
It's a pleasure to be here, man.
You know, thank you. First of all, thank you for all the music and all the entertainment. Talk to me about our era. Like, you're growing up on Long Island in the 80s. Of course, 3 Feet Deep and Rising is on the horizon. But talk to me about the scene. Talk to me about radio stations like BAU, SBU, Hofstra, what they were doing. We were over at WCW Philly.
Wow.
You know, talk about that support. Stony Brook, SBU.
Yeah.
You know, were you guys like?
We was listening to all of that, the operating room, all those great stations you just named. You know, Jeff Foss and the Post-Progressive
I used to
Party.
rock with Jeff Foss.
All that. And all that really not just out of the music and the hip-hop that everyone knew, but just when people were sending their tapes and you got to hear little inklings and parts of what's going on around the world.
Yes.
I have all my cassettes to this day.
I love that.
And I can go through them and I can beam back to how excited I was to hear this music, and it just really had my mind churning and creative juices going. So all those radio stations were needed.
The radio stations and the colleges that they were a part of, You know, Hofstra, Stony Brook, what was the one in Central Islip? New York Tech. Yeah, so all these colleges that were, Westbury, they play a big role in our development of hip hop, you know,
And just thinking back to what was going on Long Island, and we didn't have the smartphone. Like, you had to drive to Roosevelt to see what was going on with PE. You know, you had to drive out to, Brentwood to see what Biz was doing. But you heard things on the street.
And you got a flyer.
You got a flyer.
Yeah, you got a flyer out of the Chinese restaurant or the record store or the barber shop, you know what I mean? Or the car wash, you know what I
rock
mean?
with the mailing list? Did you send out flyers in the mail?
No, I didn't. I wasn't rocking with that. Not yet.
That was the era. That was the era where a fake MC Shan could come through and try to get your demos. And you thought you just met Shan, he's about to pull you on, and it wasn't Shan. It was that era.
So I got a question for you. We brought something special with us today.
Okay.
We gotta get a little deep. So of course this record's available again, and thank God we got the rights back. We're doing, people can get this record. When you see the guys sitting on this cover, we've got 2 here on Earth with us, and rest in peace, True Boy. We've got one in heaven looking down. If you guys could talk to the 3 guys sitting on this album, what would your message to these 3 guys on the record be?
I would tell him to invest in Bitcoin when it was at a fucking penny. You idiot! Damn you!
It's 70 cents. It's 70 cents.
Damn.
On this very day,
Yeah.
I would have said, "You two wake up, you're falling asleep." Don't they look sleepy?
Yeah, they look sleepy. They might have been sleepy. Maybe, who knows? Who knows what was going on that day?
Sleepy high.
Oh man, I love it. While you guys were going through the film, were there any things that you unburied that you were like, oh, I remember that? What was that? That moment?
I haven't seen the film yet.
Okay.
So this will be my first time actually watching the film. I just got to participate, and I waited for this day. So it's all going to be a surprise for me.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it's a pleasure. I'm so proud to call Long Island home because of guys like you and some of our other friends we're going to see here tonight. And God bless.
One love.
God bless.
Thank you,
God
man.
bless.
Peace.
All right. right. This is the Long Island reunion tonight. It's all going down, and of course, if we're talking Long Island, we're talking hip hop. Of course, Keith Shocklee needs to be here. How's my brother feeling tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good today, man. Feeling good today.
Yeah.
Health is getting better.
All right. We like to hear that, and of course, you know, the Sixth Borough.
Yeah, the Sixth Borough.
Yeah.
We already said it was the Sixth Borough
Yeah.
before it became the Sixth Borough.
That's right. Who are you excited to see tonight?
Man, just to be with my homies, man, that I came into the business with. I'm like excited to see all of them.
Yeah.
You know, most of us are still here. We've been doing this, 50 plus years practically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's, and we all look young.
You all do look good.
We
You
do
still
look good. We
Yeah.
look good. We look good for the time we've been here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm just happy to see everybody here, man. And putting this together, man, was kind of dope.
Yeah.
It was kind of dope.
And I know we're going to rock with a special surprise performance after the show, which will be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it should be fun, man. Should be fun.
You think I get in on that? You think I can spit a few bars?
Yeah,
What do
you
you think?
some bars. Yeah, man, we always want.
Right?
Yeah, well, you guys spit
Right?
bars. You got to represent LI.
Right. That's
you
right.
Know?
That's
Strong
right.
Island in the house.
Absolutely. It's Keith Shocklee, Bomb Squad, Public Enemy. You know what we do. It's the Sixth Borough World Premiere, Tribeca 25. We got you, Prince Paul. Anyway, that's who we're with. Prince Paul, the Sixth Borough World Premiere. Hip-hop was born in the Bronx, undoubtedly, but I think it was raised on Long Island, personally.
You know what? I couldn't agree more with you. You know, it's nice to finally see a time where people will get to see a glimpse of what Long Island hip-hop is about. And a lot of people don't realize, like, we're all from the 5 boroughs. Like, I'm from, you know, I was born in Queens, stayed in Brooklyn with my grandmother at times when growing up. Pos thinks family's from the Bronx. So, you know, it's kind of 5 boroughs condensed in one.
That's right. It's a buffet.
It's a buffet, right?
Now, I'm hearing some rumors. That there could be a new De La record in the future, maybe with Def Jam or something, maybe. Hearing some whispers. If we could speak to that or not.
I would say I hope so. I think that would be nice.
That would be real nice.
I'd say you'd have to ask if you haven't already the De La guys. Yeah. And if they answered it, whatever they said is right.
All right, I like that. I feel like, too, like groups like De La, who brought another level to hip-hop. You know, there's definitely another, you know, there were party hits, and then there were things that were a little bit more aware. You know, and I feel like we're in a time right now where we could use that. I feel like we could use another, 3 Feet High and Rising, or we could use another great album right now.
I mean, that would be great. I think a lot of it's just really based on your experiences, what motivates you, the message you're trying to portray. I think it was just the era we were in. You know, remember we had like Public Enemy, you know, we had groups like Boogie Down Production, Stetson Sonic. So, you know, there was a wide variety of feels and styles. We had I Want to Rock Right Now, Rob Bass, and that was party, you know, so it was all over the place.
Yeah, no, it's a great time. If you could go back, I asked the guys this too, if you could go back, and we were looking at the 3 Feet High, Rising record before, which is 36 years old, I think. 36 years ago already.
Man, how could that be when I'm 25?
Right. I mean, we're all pretty young still. If you could go back and give yourself one piece of advice, if you could go tell, that young producer, that young guy who is in the studio, one thing, what would that be today?
I would tell him, don't worry so much.
Right.
Because all in my youth, it was just worrying about what's going to happen in the future, trying to keep up the music, what people are going to think about your music. Even though I put the wildest records out, I like to think very diverse. It was just being in my head all the time and being young and worrying about the creativity. I think that would have. I'd probably look 25 if I didn't worry so much.
I love it, man. I love it. We're gonna go enjoy this film. It's
I can't wait to see it too. Yes.
Have you seen the final cut? No.
I haven't seen anything.
Oh, Jason's been keeping it.
Man, if there's a segment where I get punched in the stomach or it's like, some picture of me, I don't know. I didn't do it.
It wasn't me. Anyway, Prince Paul, it's a pleasure, brother.